We now have everything we missed in the MCU after Endgame.
Avengers Endgame changed everything. Tony Stark sacrificed himself to save
I
the universe.
am
Steve
Iron
Rogers
Man.
finally got his happy ending with Peggy Carter, and Natasha Romanoff gave her life for the Soul Stone. The Infinity Saga concluded in 2019 after 11
Oh my god, honestly, those movies, Endgame and the what was it called again? Avengers Endgame, Infinity War was beautiful.
years and 23 films, leaving audiences wondering what could possibly come next.
Yeah, me
The
too.
answer
What
turned
could
out
come
to be
next?
the multiverse saga, an entirely new chapter that's been building towards something massive since the moment the credits rolled on Endgame. But here's the
So how's that gonna happen? Are we just gonna be having like different universe heroes teleport to different universes? It's so complex to me in my head.
problem. Between Disney Plus shows, theatrical releases, animated series, and a constantly shifting timeline,
Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3. We're on I'm pretty sure it's Phase 4
keeping
now.
track of what's happened in the MCU over
Leo.
the past 7 years has become nearly impossible. Projects released out of chronological order, storylines that seemed disconnected suddenly converged, and the entire franchise expanded.
Damn,
in
I didn't
ways
know
nobody
Doctor Doom
predicted.
had different
If you
heights
checked
like
out
that.
after Endgame or fell behind somewhere around Phase 4, you've missed some of the most important developments in Marvel history. Today we're breaking down everything that happened in the MCU after Endgame, connecting
you.
all the dots between films and shows, and explaining how it all builds toward the biggest event
We got a Foot Locker superhero.
Marvel has ever attempted. The
No
immediate
way.
aftermath of Endgame dealt with a world trying to recover from what became known as the blip. Half the population
I low
disappeared.
key kind of cried after Tony Stark passed away. I don't care about spoilers. Hey, by now you should have been watching this. It's one of the biggest fucking movies ever.
For 5 years, then suddenly returned to a world that had moved on without them. WandaVision was the first project to explore this. Dropping 3 weeks after
Ooh.
Endgame in late 2021, Wanda Maximoff, consumed by grief over losing Vision, created an entire fake reality in Westview, New Jersey, where she and Vision could live happily together. She trapped an entire town in a sitcom-inspired illusion that evolved through different decades of television. The series revealed Wanda's full power as the Scarlet Witch and introduced Agatha.
Nah, Scarlet Witch Wanda though was insanely strong. You cannot say anything else about that.
Harkness, a witch who'd been manipulating events from the shadows. More importantly, it laid the groundwork for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness by showing just how dangerous Wanda could become when her grief turned
Insanely
to rage.
strong. One of the
Same time,
strongest,
Falcon and
actually.
the Winter Soldier picked up 6 months after Endgame in early 2021. Sam Wilson
If
struggled.
I'm being honest, I didn't really like the new Captain America movie at all. I didn't watch the Thunderbolts. I didn't really care for them. Like, I don't know. It just didn't excite me for some reason, chat.
With whether to accept the mantle of Captain America that Steve Rogers passed to him, while Bucky Barnes tried to make amends for his time as the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, like
The
these
series
guys,
introduced the Flag Smashers, a group fighting against the way governments handle
like these guys don't excite me at all.
the
I don't
blip's
know.
aftermath, and revealed that the U.S. government
Spider-Man
had been
does, though.
experimenting with recreating the Super Soldier Serum. John Walker, appointed as the new Captain America by the government when Sam refused the shield, became unstable and murdered someone in public. By the series finale, Sam finally accepted his role as Captain America, complete with a new suit designed by the Wakandans. This directly
I
sets
never
up
liked
Captain
it.
America Brave New World, where Sam operates as the official Captain America. Loki took an entirely different
I even watched it too, and I didn't like that new Captain America movie.
approach by exploring the multiverse directly. The 2012 version of Loki who escaped with the Tesseract during Endgame's time heist was captured by the Time Variance Authority, an organization that exists outside of time and monitors the sacred timeline. Loki learned that the TVA was created by He Who Remains, a Kang variant who prevented a multiversal
He Who Remains? I forgot who
war
that
by
is.
pruning alternate timelines. When Loki and his variant Sylvie killed He Who Remains at the end of season 1, they unleashed the multiverse, allowing countless timelines to branch and opening the door for infinite Kang variants to exist. Season 2 concluded with Loki making the ultimate sacrifice, taking He Who Remains' place at the center of time itself, using his powers to hold all the timelines together. This established Loki as one of the most powerful beings in the MCU, and
Damn, I didn't know that. Damn, Loki, I see you. Honestly, I never watched it. With that reasoning though, hey, I might have to go back and watch it.
explained why the multiverse started breaking down in subsequent projects. Black Widow, set between Civil War and Infinity War but released in summer 2021, filled in Natasha's backstory and introduced Yelena Belova, her sister from the Red Room program. The post-credit scene jumped to after Endgame, showing Valentina Allegra de Fontaine recruiting Yelena to hunt down Clint Barton, setting up their confrontation in Hawkeye. That series showed Clint training Kate Bishop.
If I'm being honest too, I never watched Hawkeye. I don't know if it was good or not. Let me know. Let me know.
To be the new Hawkeye while dealing with consequences from his time as
Oh,
Ronin
good catch!
during the blip. Yelena showed up seeking revenge for Natasha's death, believing Clint was responsible. Before the two reconciled and Clint passed the Hawkeye mantle to Kate. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings
Hey, I like Shang-Chi though. I like Shang-Chi. I like Shang-Chi a lot. That was a good one.
As the son
that was
of
actually a good
Wenwu,
one.
leader of the Ten Rings organization that's been operating since the first Iron Man film. The movie revealed that the Ten Rings, ancient artifacts Wenwu possessed, were actually alien technology of unknown origin. The mid-credits scene brought in Wong, Captain Marvel, and Bruce Banner to analyze the rings, confirming they were sending out some kind of signal. This was never followed up on before Shang-Chi's sequel got delayed, but it established Shang-Chi as a
Why did it get delayed? I don't know.
major player in the MCU's present timeline. Eternals, released in November 2021, revealed that immortal aliens created by the
I think Immortals was okay. I think it was okay.
Celestials
I watched
have been
it.
living on Earth for 7,000 years.
It was okay.
When the
It wasn't
blip's
bad. It wasn't
return of
great.
half the population provided enough energy for the celestial Tiamat to emerge from Earth's core, the Eternals had to choose between allowing Earth's destruction to birth a new celestial or stopping the emergence and defying their creators. They chose to save Earth, leaving Tiamat's massive stone hand jutting out of the Indian Ocean. This directly impacts Captain America: Brave New World, where President Ross reveals that Tiamut's body contains adamantium, the metal that will be used to create Wolverine's claws. The Eternals post-credit scenes introduced Thanos' brother Starfox and teased Blade's arrival with an off-screen voice. Spider-Man: Far From Home and No Way Home form a two-part story that fundamentally changed Peter Parker's life. Far From
Honestly, Spider-Man movies are so good. Even the what is it called? The animated ones too? Oh, they're all so good, chat.
Set 8 months after Endgame, showed Peter dealing with Tony Stark's death while fighting Mysterio, who weaponized Tony's technology and framed Spider-Man for his own crimes. Mysterio's final act was exposing Peter's identity to the world in a doctored video. No Way Home dealt with the consequences. Peter asked Doctor Strange to make everyone forget he was Spider-Man, but the spell went wrong and pulled in villains and heroes from other universes who knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man, including Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
Nah, this crossover was low-key goated, honestly. It was really good. Really
cool. The movie
cool.
concluded with Doctor Strange successfully casting a spell that made everyone in the multiverse forget Peter Parker ever existed, leaving him completely alone with no friends, no family connections, and no one to vouch for him. What If provided alternate versions of MCU
so
events.
Sad. And the new movie coming into, I can't wait.
Small changes could lead to drastically different outcomes. While mostly standalone, Season 2 introduced Captain Carter as a multiversal hero and revealed that these universes were just as real as the main timeline, something that became important when the multiverse fully opened. Doctor Strange.
Now, What If really showed me the multiverse is like that. Oh, what could have happened? What if? I love What If. I love that series.
Multiverse of Madness showed Wanda hunting America Chavez, a teenager with the power to travel between universes so she could steal that power and reunite with her children from the WandaVision reality.
Yeah, I didn't really like her. I didn't really like her at all.
The Book of Magic had corrupted Wanda completely. Strange traveled through multiple universes, encountered the Illuminati on Earth, 838, where
the Illuminati! Oh my god, that's what they're
killed
called.
Their
yes, you're right.
Thanos, and watched Wanda slaughter them effortlessly. The movie ended with Wanda destroying every copy of the Darkhold across all universes and seemingly dying when she brought down Mount Wundagore on herself. Thor: Love and Thunder showed Thor traveling with the Guardians
I didn't really
of the
watch
Galaxy
Thor: Love and Thunder
before returning to Earth when Gore, the God Butcher, started killing gods across the universe. Jane Foster returned wielding a repaired Mjolnir, having become the mighty Thor, though the hammer was slowly killing her due to her cancer. The film dealt with Thor learning to open his heart again after years of loss, ultimately adopting Gore's daughter Love after Jane's death. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever dealt with T'Challa's death and Wakanda's grief. Namor.
Okay, I like Black Panther, but I don't know. This movie was just okay to me as well, chat.
And the underwater nation of Talokan emerged as antagonists.
I didn't really like the villain. It didn't give me that cool villainous vibe.
The new Black Panther, and the film
Shuri was
ended with
okay.
Wakanda and Talokan forming an alliance while remaining separate nations. The Phase 5 era brought major changes. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Fuck no, I never watched an Ant-Man movie, and I still will never. I never liked them.
To launch Kang the Conqueror as the Multiverse Saga's main villain. The film showed Kang trapped in the quantum realm after being exiled there by other Kang variants for being too dangerous. Scott Lang defeated this version of Kang, but the post-credit scenes revealed the Council of Kangs, infinite variants gathering to deal with threats across the multiverse, and established that Kang was everywhere. Then, Jonathan Majors was fired from Marvel in late 2023 after his assault conviction, and everything changed. By July 2024, Marvel announced that Avengers: The Kang Dynasty was being retitled to Avengers: Doomsday, and Robert Downey Jr. was returning to play Doctor Doom, not Tony Stark. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, set
I don't know how I feel about it. I love Robert Downey Jr., but like I remember him as Iron Man. I don't remember him as anything else but that.
Or early 2026,
so it's gonna be a little
gave the
difficult
Guardians
and
their
weird.
emotional conclusion. The film explored Rocket's traumatic origin with the High Evolution.
Oh, Rocket's story is so sad. Holy shit!
The perfect society through genetic experimentation. The Guardians saved Rocket and countless other experiments, then disbanded. Gamora returned to the Ravagers. Mantis went to find herself. Drax and Nebula stayed to raise the rescued children, and Peter Quill returned to Earth. It was the end of an era for the MCU's most consistent team. The Marvels released
That's so
in November
sad.
2020.
Honestly, that was so sad. Honestly. And I didn't really like, I don't really like Captain Marvel.
Monica Rambeau and Miss Marvel when their powers became entangled, causing them to switch places whenever they used their abilities. The film dealt with the consequences of Carol Danvers' actions in Captain Marvel when she destroyed the Kree Supreme Intelligence, leaving the Kree Empire in chaos and causing ecological disasters.
I'm being honest, I don't remember this movie. I don't think I even watched
it. Trapped in an alternate universe where she encountered Hank McCoy Beast from the Fox X-Men films and a variant of her dead mother Maria, setting up multiversal crossover elements for future films. Secret Invasion revealed that Skrulls had been infiltrating Earth for years, with some high-ranking government and S.H.I.E.L.D. officials being replaced by Skrull imposters. Nick Fury returned from Saber to handle the crisis, but the series revealed he'd lost his edge, and the mission went badly. The shocking reveal was that James Rhodes had been replaced by a Skrull at some point after Civil War, meaning the Rhodey in Endgame might not have been the real one. The series ended with Fury stopping the Skrull invasion, but exposing the existence of aliens to the public, creating massive global paranoia about who might be a Skrull in disguise. Loki Season 2 showed Loki trying to prevent the TVA's collapse after He Who Remains' death. The season explored deeper concepts of free will versus determinism and culminated with Loki choosing to become the living embodiment of the multiverse's structure, replacing He Who Remains and ensuring all timelines could exist freely. This sacrifice trapped Loki outside of time forever, but saved infinite universes from being destroyed. It explained why the TVA still exists and why the multiverse remains stable enough for heroes to navigate it. Agatha All Along followed Agatha Harkness 3 years after WandaVision as she assembled a coven to walk the witch's road seeking power. The series revealed that Billy Maximoff, one of Wanda's children from her Westview illusion, had reincarnated as Billy Kaplan and was searching for his brother Tommy. The show explored generational trauma, found family, and complicated morality while building toward Billy becoming Wiccan, a major Young Avengers member. Deadpool and Wolverine in March 2024 brought the Fox X-Men universe into the...
I didn't watch this one too. Honestly, I don't really care for Deadpool like that. I know it's a comedy-esque thing, but
MCU
I just...
Wade Wilson tried
I don't
to
know,
join
it's
the
not my
Avengers, but instead
cup of
got
tea.
recruited by the TVA to save his timeline from being pruned. He found a variant Logan, and together they fought to save Wade's universe, encountering countless other variants from Fox.
Wait, but both of them can't die, right, chat? I swear.
Films along the way. The movie served as both a love letter to Fox's Marvel films and a bridge bringing those characters into the MCU's multiverse structure. The final battle established that Fox
I like the gold
still exist and can interact with the main MCU timeline. Captain America: Brave New World showed Sam Wilson as the official Captain America facing his first major crisis when President Thaddeus Ross
never really
transformed into Red Hulk. The film dealt with international conflict over Tiamut's body and the adamantium it contained, setting up the introduction of Wolverine's iconic metal. The post-credits scene warned Sam about attacks from other worlds, directly setting up Avengers Doomsday. Thunderbolts assembled a team of anti-heroes including Yelena, Bucky, US Agent, Ghost,
I don't think I'll ever watch.
Who were manipulated by Valentina before discovering Bob Reynolds, better known as Sentry, one of Marvel's most powerful and unstable heroes. The film ended with Valentina rebranding them as the New Avengers, though the post-credits scene showing the Fantastic Four ship entering Earth, 616 was actually shot for Doomsday and sets up the convergence of all these storylines. All of this.
Oh, this Fantastic Four is connected.
Every project since Endgame has been building toward December 2026 when Avengers Doomsday brings together the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men.
Don't call them the Avengers, bro. That low-key kind of pissed me off. Nothing's gonna... Oh my god.
And heroes from across the multiverse to face Doctor Doom. The threads are all connecting. Steve Rogers' choice to stay with Peggy breaks the multiverse. Loki's sacrifice holding timelines together becomes crucial when those timelines start colliding. The adamantium introduced in Brave New World ties to Wolverine's presence. The multiversal variants from What If, Deadpool, and Wolverine, the Marvels, and Loki all establish that infinite versions of these characters exist and can cross over. Secret Wars in 2027 promises to be even bigger, potentially resetting or reorganizing the entire MCU. Understanding everything that happened after Endgame reveals that Marvel wasn't directionless during Phase 4 and 5. They were planting seeds for the largest story they've ever told, one where every universe matters, where choices made in the past have multiversal consequences, and where the final battle will determine the fate of infinite realities. The Infinity Saga was about collecting 6 stones. The Multiverse Saga is about the collision and potential destruction of every universe that's ever existed. And it all started the moment Tony Stark snapped his fingers and Steve Rogers went back in time to be with Peggy.
Iron Man. What? That's it, chat? I mean, I guess.